Let's welcome Mrs. Sandra Inés Trujillo Juarez talking about learning experiences through social media and entertainment. Sandra is a teacher and teacher trainer with around 30 years of experience working in prestigious schools in Mexico, such as Universidad de Guanajuato, Berlitz, Andersen Institute, Tecnológico de Monterrey, and Escuela Normal Oficial de Irapuato, where she works currently as English teacher. She is also an interpreter, translator, researcher, speaker, and digital tools instructor. She has a bachelor in English language teacher and Cambridge, ISOL, and CPE certifications by the University of Cambridge. At present, she is taking a master at Universidad de Guadalajara and collaborates with the HESUM in Cambridge assessment.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am going to start by sharing my screen, not without mentioning how excited I am for being here with you and to have this opportunity. Thank you very much for the invitation today, Escuela Normal de las Huastecas. And allow me, I'm going to hide this and just one more second to hide the controls. Very good. Okay, so the objective of this talk is to introduce you to some learning experiences through social media and entertainment. This is one of the best parts of learning a language. Yeah, we're going to see why. In these times that we have to be in the lockdown, it is very important that you have been working and learning many different things. And today we are going to see how to take advantage of some digital resources, social media, and entertainment in the improve of your English learning experience. Here it says there are two important ingredients for learning a language well. One of them is motivation and the other one is the exposure. Exposure to the language is important and we are going to see why. There are four different kinds of motivation. One is intrinsic motivation. It means that it's inside you. You are motivated to learn the language. You love the language and you enjoy learning it. In the number two, your parents made you learn the language and there are other external rewards and reasons for learning the language. The instrumental motivation is when you want to get a job opportunities or international scholarships or programs. And the last one is integrative motivation, when you like the culture, music, films, shows, and the speaking community. When we talk about learning experiences through social media and entertainment, we are talking about motivation number one, that is intrinsic, because you do it because you like it. And number four, that is integrated. You want to be integrated in the culture and things that you like in the language. But also you are going to get the benefits from the motivation number two and motivation number three. You are going to get a better improvement of your English skills and a better job opportunities, which is very good. So find your motivation and make use to it. This is very important when we learn the language. And social media and entertainment are a very good way to help you find this motivation. Let's see, in this picture we can see how languages are learned. If you see here in this part, we have the pink zone. In the pink zone, this is everything that you do in your English class with your teacher, your classmates, and your textbook. You acquire language, grammar, lexis, phonetics, skills, and many other things. But if you see, this is only half of the experience. Half of the experience is in the classroom with your teacher, and the other half is in the blue area. In the blue area, we can see the area of the exposure. And there is TV, music, social networks, all the things. This is the area that it's differently from the classroom. And if you can see, they are equivalent. If you are only limiting your experience of learning a language just because you are in the class and that's all, and you don't practice on your own, and you don't practice externally, and you don't get exposure, then you are just doing half of the way, half of the things that you need to do. If you do that, you are not going to be covering a lot. If you do the two things, the travel is going to be shorter and the distance that you're going to be acquiring is going to be the double. Okay, so both things are very important. Class activities with the teacher and the books and the instructions, but also exposure. Exposure is very important if you really want to acquire the language. Language exposure is the contact that you have with the language that you want to learn. This is input. Input is all the English that comes to you. And if you have enough input, well, this is going to happen. The more and better the input, the more and better the output. They are proportional. Good input, good output. So you receive, then you have it here, and then you can use it. You can. This is just the secret of learning a language. You need to get enough input. And remember, input is not only from the classroom. Input is from whatever you listen to or read or watch English. So it is very important. Now, this is scientifically tested. Exposure, here it says, exposure is very important because it really models the functional connectivity of your brain. Is very important. Every time that you read in English, you watch something in English, you listen to English, something real is happening to your brain. Something real is happening to your brain. You are developing connections. You are becoming more intelligent also. So exposure is key for all of us. Benefits are in cognition, communication, and culture. It is very learning, and it is scientifically proven that improved brain connectivity equals to more lexical retaining and retrieval. It means that when you want to speak, all the words, phrases, expressions are going to be here because of exposure, not only because of the books, but because of exposure. For strengthening your receptive skills, that reading and listening, the productive skills, speaking and writing, and you will expand your vocabulary and improve your pronunciation. Very important. All of us want to have all of these. And we are going to talk about digital exposure. Digital exposure is important as well. So, as we said, social media are important and they are going to have an effect in our brain. And this effect is going to be translated into a better English. So, the experiences, the learning experiences that you have here are very good and necessary. It is like a gym. So, all your English is going to be strengthened by this. In the social networks, you can interact with new people, you can give likes, you can share things, and if you do it in English, it is going to be very good for you. Let's start with Facebook. In Facebook, there are many communities, specific communities for learning English. I recommend you these sites that are here. This one, for example, if you are a Facebook user, you give like to these pages, and every day you're going to receive some things in English about learning English. So this is Bright English for Beginners. English is Fun is very popular. Bright also has an app for the telephone, for the mobile, and it's very good if you use it. And we have English for Beginners. But here we have this one, very special, our American English at State. This is a page of the U.S. Embassy. My best regards to Jose Manuel and Dr. Ruth. They are always caring about our learning experiences. So go to this page and give a like to it. Yes, because every day you can receive in your feed these these posts that are going to be very useful for you and important information about the learning of English and resources. So in Facebook, then you give like to some sites like this one, and then you're going to be receiving and learning. It takes you some minutes to be in there every day. There are also pages that are about the things that you like, the specific things that you like, and they are very important. For example, I like this one, The Bright Side, or The Power of Positivity. I enjoy reading about positive things, and I do it in English, and every time that I do it, I learn. Try to find about the things that you like, being them music, technology, pets, celebrities, crafts, if you are into crafts, fitness or health or education, communities, sports, whatever you like, you're going to find groups in English. So investigate which groups are about the things that you like and give a like to get your subscription to that page so you can be receiving things that are interesting for you. This is important because let's be realistic. Our textbooks are good. They are proven according and they are designed according to different interests. But sometimes we don't like everything that is there. And here you're going to be dealing with English, but according to the things that you really like. Take your time to discover the pages that are according to your preferences. This is going to be very good for your brain. When you like the things, your brain potentializes the results. It's going to be a more memorable experience. Very important. Now, about YouTube. All of us like YouTube. It's impossible not to like YouTube. In YouTube, I am going to really recommend you to get your subscription to this site, Aprender Inglés Americano. It is a very good one. It has different posts that you can use. Super Holy is another one. It's a favorite one that you can give a follow. I am going to share the links of all the things and the presentation with you, okay? I'm going to share it when I finish in the chat box. This is another one, Learn English with TV series. Very good, very nice place to learn English, and you are going to find about music or things like those. So now in your times, you have this. When I was young, this didn't exist. We are going to talk about TV series, films, songs, websites, social media. Yes, and as I told you, when I was young, there was no Netflix. Yeah, my TV was like that, and we only watched what it was there. There was no choice, and everything was in Spanish. But now that you are here, you can find everything in English. Everything, very easy, on your telephone. When I was young, when I was learning English, this was impossible. You have everything. When I was young, our favorite songs in English, it was impossible for us to know about the lyrics. We didn't know. We guachaguacheábamos las canciones because it was impossible for us to see what they said. Now you have in YouTube, you put your favorite song with the lyrics, sing. If you like music, sing your songs, enjoy. Make it part of your everyday. It's important. And I am a teacher and I am going to assign you a mini homework. This is going to be a mini homework. I am going to share a link to the interactive slide presentation that is in the chat box. I'm going to put it. And on this place, you are going to put one thing that you discover for learning English in the social media or entertainment for learning English, and the other of the personal interest. So they are going to be two for you to share. Two things. One for learning English that you like, and the other one for your personal English. Okay? So for homework. Here it says, if you take your telephone, if you have your cell phone with you, you point to this QR code and it is going to take you to the slides. Yes, or here to this one, to the presentation. This link is going to take you to the presentation as well, but don't worry. I am going to put everything in the chat box right now. Thank you very much for your attention to this presentation. Take advantage of all the resources and things that we have. It is important, and well, have a very nice afternoon. I'm going to be around.
Well, we have listened to amazing talks. Thank you, all of the speakers. To make our forum more interesting, we continue with a round of questions and answers. We invite the audience again to participate by writing your questions or comments in the chat. I shall now give the floor to Ms. Katia Garcia Herreros to lead this section.
Thank you very much. Well, we do have some comments and questions in the chat. I'll start with, in the order the speakers participated. So, first of all, to Miss Sandra Trujillo. The question is, do you recommend Duolingo? That's a question from one of our students.
Yes, I do recommend Duolingo. I have never used it, as a matter of fact, because when I learned English, it didn't exist. But, and I have to be very honest, I have never been interested in learning any other language. But my daughter used to practice her English with that, and she enjoyed it. Some friends of mine have practiced other different languages like French or Italian with Duolingo. Of course, I do recommend Duolingo, even when I have never used it, but it's a good idea.
Thank you very much. Teacher Sandra, there's another question for you, and it's what has been the greatest experience you have had in your area of work?
The greatest, well, there are many big experiences when we work as teachers. I have been an English teacher for over 30 years, imagine. The best experience to me, without lying and being totally honest, is having the opportunity of being a teacher for the future teachers of Mexico. That's the greatest thing. Working at an Escuela Normal is the biggest thing that can ever happen in my life. Before that, I had worked in different institutions in all the levels, but this one is the one that I really enjoy the most. Being with you, you are going to be teachers, so this is something really big for me.
Thank you very much, Sandra.
A la Miss Sandra Inés Trujillo Juárez. Muchas gracias, Miss Sandra.
Muchísimas gracias. Para nosotras ha sido un honor. Gracias a la Escuela Normal de las Huastecas, a todos los alumnos por su atención y muchas gracias por todo.
After listening such valuable contributions, we trust that the sense of belonging will expand to the point of recognizing ourselves as global citizens, and consequently, as teachers and teachers in training, we must fulfill the responsibilities and preparation that our profession and the world demand. We are deeply grateful to the speakers, to Maureen Rooney, Diana Peña, Gerald, and Sandra, who participated today, as they have shared with us the tools and strategies for this purpose, and thus continue with the transformation and strengthening of English in the Escuelas Normales. We also thank the authorities for providing us with this space and the opportunity to share these experiences with the national and international educational community during the activities of the 42nd school anniversary. Finally, I want to express my appreciation and recognition to our colleagues, English teachers and students who accompanied us and who have demonstrated their commitment to become better teachers and citizens. We hope to see you again in future events. Thank you so much.